October pitching session, and today we'll have 6 projects pitching for investment. For the projects, it will work. You will have 3 minutes on stage. I will keep timing, and you will hear the beep on 3-minute mark. Then we'll have a short moment for Q&As. Good luck with that. And for the very first one, I would like to ask Artur's company, Fertarex. Please come on stage and share your story. With the remotes. Good luck.
We will increase men's sperm quality. This, as you know, is sperm. Did you know that 1 in 5 men has a low sperm quality? This is due to different global factors and also unhealthy lifestyle. The only way for a couple to get a baby in case of a low fertility is in vitro fertilization, which costs for a couple on average in Europe 20,000 euros. Meet Dan. Dan lives in Germany. He's 36 years old and he goes to a Catholic church, meaning that he is against in vitro fertilization. For him, we have developed a photobiomodulation device, which uses photons to increase the cell's metabolism. It's really easy for Dan to use it. He only has to use it for 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. How do we know that it works? Well, first of all, we did our own research together with Riga University. It proved that all 3 key factors for sperm quality improved. During this study, we interviewed 20 and more doctors. They all said that there's nothing specific to give to people who have low sperm quality. So we asked them to send their patients to us. So we interviewed 50 and more people, men, who have low sperm quality, and they all said that they would like either rent our device or buy our device. Together we are working as a team, me as a business developer for 3 years, and also our CEO has been studying photobiomodulation for the past 10 years and has incredible business management background. Our plans for the next 3 years. Of course, in 2019 we have already achieved amazing goals, but there's still something we need. We need an investment of 50,000 euros for 5% of equity or convertible loan, since we will be looking for the next investment in year 2020. We need 50,000 to get our patent strategy activated, and also to produce our first devices to get the best user experience. So let's get to the point. Of course, we would like to get at least 50% annual increase in sales. Our total net profit is 10 million in the next 5 years, and only in year 5 we plan to reach 6 million total net profit. Of course, our average net margin in year 5 will be 39.1%, meaning that if you invest today, you will get 10 times more money back at the end of the year 5. Thank you for your attention. We are for healthy sperm.
Thank you. It's time for the questions. Anyone have anything for us?
Is it medically proven that it actually works?
It doesn't have a CE certificate that we have done our studies.
What studies?
Together with Riga University, we performed a pilot study with 10 users, and these are the results. Of course, there have been other studies in Russia and in the eastern part of the world.
Potential competitors and alternative technologies.
So about competitors, as I mentioned before, there's one that is in vitro fertilization, which is not our direct competitor. Of course, people can use supplements to increase their sperm quality or change their lifestyle, but there is nothing like this in the world.
What is photobiomodulation? What is that?
It uses photons to increase cells' metabolism. So basically, the photons makes the cell move faster, quicker, reproduce faster.
Is there a prototype of that equipment?
Yes, I will show it afterwards when we get to talk. I have it with me. Actually, there's a new prototype. This is the old one. We cannot show the new ones for intellectual property reasons, so it doesn't get streamed on YouTube. So we'd like to get this money to also strengthen this as well.
And you have some unit economic on something financial?
Sorry?
You have unit economic or financial, some
Background?
not background, in forecast.
Oh yeah, we have our financial plan ready. If you want, I can show it after the session.
Potential price of this?
This will cost, in retail, it will be 969 euros. And for first customers in Latvia, we will give them for 696 euros, or we will rent it for 20 euros per visit.
One more question. I've got myself one.
Is it considered as a medical equipment or some kind of other equipment?
No, this is not a medical equipment, this is wellness and general health equipment.
Thank you.
No other questions?
We're gonna have time. That's it. Thank you. Next is Reinis from Primi to share his story. Welcome. Stage is yours. Grab the notes.
So, hello everyone. As I was introduced, I am Reins from Primi, a real estate management company with main goal to decrease costs for real estate management. So, did you know that the average commission for real estate sale in Baltics is 4% from the value of the property? It means that 4% from your property, if you sell it through a real estate agent, goes to the agent. I see there big problem and even bigger opportunity. We are working in Estonia already 1 year, and according to our data from Estonia, 95% of active ads which are placed on real estate portals in Estonia are through real estate agents. Active ads among 3 most popular portals in Estonia combine above 60,000 active ads at this moment, today as we speak. It means that more than 50,000 people will pay these 4% of commission if they will sell the property. How we will solve it? We will solve it with the fixed fee system with the 3 packages where I will be glad to tell you later in detail about them. And I would like to move further to show you market statistics about the size of our market. In general, our market is our potential customer is anyone who is interested to sell or rent their property, because with us it is much more affordable and simply better for the customer to do, and I will tell you why. As you can see here, customer, this is an example from Estonia. If he would like to have a bigger reach for his real estate ad, he will have to place it in 3 different portals. So it means that he has to spend more time and he has to spend more money. To do it with us, it costs him 90 euros, and he just have to send, for example, 1 email or fill out 1 form. And why the price for us is so cheap? It is because real estate agencies, actually they are getting bulk discounts for placing ads on behalf of customers. So our expenses to place 1 ad in 3 most popular portals is 940, which shows you margin of the profit. So I would like to move forward and tell you why I'm exactly here. I am here because we know that our product is good. We are in the market already 1.5 years. We have some customers and we are currently working on customer surveys. However, we lack recognition in the market. So from you, we would need financial support to increase our marketing budget and to upgrade our website as well. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to answer your questions.
Basically, you're acting as an advertising agency. You collect ads from different advertisers and having a discounted price.
Yes, thank you for the question. Not only that, this is in our basic package, but in all other packages we offer additional value as well, such as creating pictures and showcasing actually the property. Because 4% is really high, and in our all-inclusive package, which is 890, you can actually do everything what real estate agents are doing and taking 4%, and we are still providing much better quality than they are.
Why? I don't see. Why better? What is better?
Well, because we work with the technologies in a better way than they do. We are creating better pictures, better descriptions of the properties, and our approach also means that we are creating online visitor schedules for the properties and things like that.
So what happens if you don't sell the property?
So our pricing plan means that, for example, in all-inclusive plan, initial payment is 30% from the total, and the rest of it we receive when we sell the property. So we take the initial amount in order to cover our expenses, so we don't go into a debt. However, with the properties we have sold, we receive 70% back.
So the 30%, basically, if you don't sell the property, the 30%, the client just loses 30%.
Yes, you can say he loses 30%. However, if you look on the bigger picture, at the moment, customers still has to pay for taking pictures and things like that. And our customer survey shows that on average in Estonia, customers are spending 175 euros for placing an ad. So it is still, they are still paying for it. But with us, they won't pay for the commissions to place an ad actually in the real estate portals. And obviously, when we will increase our popularity, we expect that with time we will also replace some of the real estate portals in Baltic states.
Any more? Thank you, Renis.
Thank you.
Keep the pace, and the next one to persuade the investors would be Mikhail Yuri from T-Mobile. You're remote, and 3 minutes are yours.
So, good afternoon, my name is Yuris, and I will present you our project T-Mobile, or as we humbly call it, Airbnb of car sharing. So we are providing a platform which enables users, physical entities and companies to rent their cars to other people. Why we think that such project matters? Because, well, we have a lot of successful examples when offline businesses are going online and people generally don't want to own their cars in big cities. Sorry, an old presentation. Yeah, never mind. In Riga, there is still a room for development, so we have less than 300 cars running around, and in cities with similar population, you can see that there's much more cars. I'm sorry, hopefully a different presentation. But I will go on. Our business model, which is not presented here, we are going to charge car owners fixed fee for the rides, and we will provide them with an ecosystem. So we will provide fuel, insurance, and we will charge it from this side. Car owners will earn from the renting their cars, and users will use it just a regular car sharing service. So made a survey asking people and small companies if they are willing to share their cars, and 27% of them said that, okay, it's actually interesting if the price is right. We will target people living in big cities, educated, Riga, suburbs, men and women, ages 20 to 49. We have actually created a mobile application, which I will show you later, and we have developed visual design and branding. Currently, as of today, in Riga, we are running free car pilot with free cars. So later on, there is one car standing. You will be able to use it, try it. We have created a marketing plan, and we are in the negotiations with car insurance companies. We are funded pilot by ourselves, and we're seeking for investment of 60,000 euro in Riga in 2020 to scale it, to launch. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, it's totally different presentation, but our target now is 200 cars, and I will present my financial data on it. We are thinking that it's a viable strategy to launch 200 cars in Riga. And our team already consists of 5 members, so 5 people covering all the major areas of the project. Yeah, marketing, development, etc. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for the small fuck up with the presentation. I will gladly answer your questions now or later, presenting the mobile application itself. Yeah.
Do you have direct competitors
Here?
in general?
So here we have 2 companies running usual car sharing business, CTB and CarGuru, but we are working in peer-to-peer car sharing business. In Baltic states there are no direct competitors. In the world, I will not lie, there are 3 big companies doing this business. One in France, one in UK, and one in the States. Yes.
Excuse me, your competitors in Riga don't pay to parking in Riga. How about you?
Yes, we are in the negotiations with parkings, but not with Riga Satexne parkings. We are talking with private parking places.
Mhm.
So in the beginning, we are going to use those places in the old city or in the center of the city. Yeah. Until the situation with those monthly payments of 250 euro per car will change. We hope so.
Is the main idea that the person who is renting his car is full-time renting it out, or is just like maybe while he works it's being rented, or?
It's actually very adjustable. So there will be a portal for car owners where they will be able to enable the times or dates where their car is available for rent. But of course, we are proposing people to give the car for the weeks or for the whole days, because it's not. I don't think it's gonna fly when you will share your car 4 hours or for 2 hours. It's either you have to choose what you're going to do with your car.
In your business case, who will take the liability of any kind of damage or breakdown or accident, or let's say breakdown, not accident, breakdown?
Yeah.
So who is taking the liability?
Yeah. I suppose you will not like the answer because I have heard this question before. We are providing the platform, and the liability is on the car owner. And actually, car owners will receive much more money than we do. We are charging this just a fixed percentage from the ride, and all the money goes to car owner. And well, as a usual car rent, who will take responsibility?
Driver.
They will take.
In a regular car rent,
Yeah.
driver takes the responsibility.
Well,
Sorry.
When
Driver.
the insurance company will downgrade it to the driver, yes, of course. But the first one who will respond is the car owner. From our side, we are talking with insurance company to provide car owners with special special prices for the insurance policies. This is how we are going to, let's say, help improve the picture.
All right,
Yeah.
Yuri, thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. Thank you for your persistence. And we're moving to the next project. Without yours.
Thank you. My name is Mikhail. It's very nice to be here with you today. Let me share my story with you. I'm a financial economist, and since many years I have been trading stocks, and a couple of years ago I learned about cryptocurrency trading and started to trade crypto. And if you think of analogy, for example, if there is a casino, there are always winners and losers, but casino always earns money. And with exchange, it's the same thing. Traders can win, traders can lose, but exchange always earns on them. It doesn't matter how many winners and losers are there, but exchange always earns. And if we look at the market, we know that according to different studies, from 2017, over the last 2 years, the number of crypto traders has almost doubled, and currently it's 50 million people around the world. And market potential is huge. You can see, probably everybody knows this graph of cryptocurrency market capitalization and trading volume, and also how many traders are there around different countries. And the main thing in this graph is actually trading volume, which despite cryptocurrency bear market, trading volume has risen. For example, during the hype of 2017 to 2018, the trading volume, daily trading volume was around 50 billion euros. Currently, it was in July $100 billion. And if you follow the market, you can know that, for example, last Friday, daily trading volume has reached its new peak of $150 billion. And when I analyzed the market, I understood that current exchanges that are existing, they have too many drawbacks. They are not secure, not reliable, not professional. They have outdated UI, UX, and design, and they have too few products. And also they experience some other problems. And I have decided to take advantage of these drawbacks and create my own cryptocurrency exchange, which will take advantage of these drawbacks. Apart from traditional products that exchanges are offering, like spot trading, margin trading, and so on, we are going to pioneer the market with new products like cryptocurrency options, cryptocurrency value change swaps. But regarding the products, I can tell later to interested people what specific products do we have and what unique products we have. If we look at competition, we can see that our product offering is much wider than our competitors have. And we also would like to build deep integration with our users and work on user engagement strategy. We will educate people, we will provide them risk management solutions, and so on. Talking about what we've already done, we have actually developed Exchange already, and we are starting, on 1st of November, we are starting our strong marketing campaign. Currently we are in beta testing period, and of course we have many plans with respect to products and next round financing and so on. And our team, actually it's not the whole team, it's only 3 people, but generally we have more people, and our team cumulative experience in IT, finance and business development is more than 8 years. And our investment proposal is the following, that we have a cash flow gap in the following 6 to 7 months, around 900,000 euros. And our current investor is ready to contribute 200 of that amount, so we need additional 700,000 euros of bridge financing. And here I also want to add that already 700,000 euros are already invested in the project. So this is our projections for the following 4 years. And you can see that next year we're reaching our break-even point, and in 2021 we're going to reach almost 15 million euros in gross profit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mikhail. Any questions?
How you will spend the cash which you are seeking for? You said that you have a gap of 900,000, so what are you going to do?
It's mainly marketing and operational activities. So
And
we're
sorry,
going
what? Marketing then?
and operational activities. So we need to build a substantial user base in order to provide traction for the following rounds of our investment.
So the technical platform is ready, you think, like finished?
Yes, you can register bitlabs.com, so you can register, deposit crypto, and start trading already.
There are so many exchanges that you mentioned already, and also, I guess, the interface is relatively fine. Also, some of them has the kind of fiat currency.
Yes, not all of them. The drawbacks I was talking about, it's not related to every exchange. As I said, some exchanges have some of these drawbacks. But in general, you know, if you are trading crypto, the problem is that each exchange is specializing on specific product, for example, on spot trading or margin trading. And for example, if you want to use different trading tools, you need to send your money from one exchange to another, and it's not very convenient because withdrawal can take up to 24 hours on some exchanges and so on. So there are a lot of problems related to products, and our comparative advantage is exactly the product offering and user engagement strategy. So we have a lot of gamification tools, social network elements. So user registers, he does a lot of things, he gets achievements, he gets points, he is rising in his level, and he gets decrease in commissions and so on. So we would like to build deep integration with users.
Are you licensed or?
Yes, our company is registered in Estonia, and we have 2 licenses from Estonia. One is for crypto to fiat exchange, and another is for cryptocurrency custody on our cryptocurrency wallets.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I would like to ask Toms from family to share his story. It's yours.
Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about pharmaceutical wholesale. This is what everyone thinks pharmaceutical wholesale is, where a manufacturer manufactures the product, warehouses, distributors are distributing products to pharmacies, clinics, and then there's a patient who comes to the pharmacy and gets their medicines, right? Not exactly. So there is a manufacturer who manufactures product, distributes it in several countries, then you get mainline wholesale, there's secondary wholesale, then there's a pharmacy or clinic or hospital or whoever, and then there is you who gets the products. Also pretty correct, but not quite. You get more than that. You get like secondary, third, fourth wholesale distributors. There's a communication going on between all of them. Some of them has direct links in the factory, some of them doesn't, so they trade between each other, and then at the end of the day there's a pharmacy, hospital, and everything. But not quite. And even not quite like that. So what we're fixing here is that every person working with a wholesaler in sales, they do at least 20 product requests per day. They have to check over 30 registers before they can have a high quality response to their customer. And all of this takes 8 hours of working per day. So what we're suggesting is that on your inbox, whenever you receive a product, it works similar to Grammarly. It detects which of the words are showing the medical or pharmaceutical names, and then automatically from here it gives you a drop-down menu with the countries where the product is available, and then from this drop-down it shows you in what sort of strengths is available, and pack size and everything. And the most important bit is here. From here you create drafts to your suppliers, so you can generate email immediately from your inbox. So now with this system, you are unlimited how many product requests you can generate with high quality responses per day. You have 0 registers to check, and your efficiency has increased tenfold. And that's the price the wholesalers will pay per month. So that's the business. I would love to talk about it a little bit later, but with this investment year 1, we're already breaking even. That's the main thing. The main thing here is that we have already companies on our wait list. We've spoken with them. These are high quality leads, and the companies are waiting for the product to be actually launched. We have MVP development stage, a potential customer database. There's the visual solution, web design, presentation materials. We got developer team, direct links in the industry, and we're working in one of those pharmaceutical warehouses. We own one. Right, so today we're raising 100,000 euros. out of which 35 will be spent on product development, 25 on product launch, and 20 on post-MVP product development and support. As I said, with 100K investment, we reached no loss point. That's the team. We've got professional developer team leader. He's got experience of 15 years. This guy works in pharmacy for 5 years. This guy's our designer, also worked in pharmacy for 6 years. And myself, I've run pharmaceutical company for 9 years. Thank you. And that's moving.
In my mind, no nonsense presentation. Please, any questions?
How you will generate the revenue?
The revenue comes, it's a monthly prescription fee. So each company pays, as I said, $499 per each user. So what we offer them is to speed up their
Who is user?
User is pharmaceutical wholesaler. Well, the person who works here. That's people like myself. So in our level, we've got around 50,000 pharmaceutical companies sitting in the European Union, which are our potential customers, which do exactly what we do, which is search for products on a daily basis.
So the problem is that the wholesalers are buying from other wholesalers, and there's so many that I just
Well-
don't completely understand the problem.
Right, the problem is that manufacturers, they sell the same products to different countries. They're exactly the same products, but not always they're available in the countries where they're selling them. And that enables product to start moving from country to country, from distributor to distributor, because European law as well as international law allows the patient to be the main guy, the patient to be in charge. So every single patient is entitled for pharmaceutical care. They don't care how they get it in. And this is when all this communication starts to happen. And we're fixing it, how it happens.
Does it?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
Each medical should be licensed in each country.
Correct, and that's the best part, because we know who exactly our customer is. There's a register with our potential customers, with all the contact details and everything. And we know a lot of them personally.
Is the manufacturer actually kind of supplying the data in the system, or manufacturer is not really in the picture in this system?
So could you rephrase that question?
Like, I guess it's the same question around what exactly this product is for. It's for wholesale, but then, I mean, when I think about wholesale, it's like manufacturer buying directly from manufacturer and selling to others. But this is not really helping in this kind of manufacturer communication with wholesaler. It's just helping wholesaler to wholesaler, or?
Yes, our main target is wholesaler to wholesaler. Yes, that's level. We know also how we can integrate pharmacies and clinics into that, but that's the next step. But the first step is between this side here, it's between wholesalers. Manufacturers do what they did before, pharmacies get service which they had before.
In Estonia, how many wholesalers do you have?
In Estonia?
Yeah. How many?
I don't know. I
Roughly.
can just project. Latvia has at the moment 87 active ones, so I would guess Estonia would have probably 70. That's just the population. So they have a little bit different.
And they are competing between themselves. Do they? I would say in Latvia there are 5 big, and I don't know where did you get the figure 87, but there are 5 or 6 big wholesalers.
Correct. Yes. Yes, there is competition between mainline wholesalers and secondary wholesalers, and their functions are also slightly different. But each of them has the same rights to work. So where the scope in which they're working in licenses, they're the same. It's just with their business decisions, whether they go into sourcing or they don't. But most of them will be.
So you're easing quite like the request for price, quantity, and the product itself, as I understand, right?
Yes. So this is a simple way. So the pharmacy asks for the product. We ask either fellow wholesalers or we go to the manufacturer. So that's the communication that happens in the simplest terms. But then there are a lot of different cases where the product is actually requested and is not available with the mainline wholesaler. And the main thing is, when we spoke with the people who are on waiting list, all of them are prepared to pay. So in this area of business, everyone is prepared to pay for services.
Let them pay.
Exactly.
So,
I'm in.
and you don't need money.
We
You
need
don't
money
need
for,
investment actually from outcome. Let them
We-
pay.
we need the investment for product development. And we invested to get it out there.
Alright, which is 35, not 200 watt.
How far are you with the product development?
Sorry?
How far are you with the product development? What have you done so far?
At the moment, we have got, we've spoken with the database holders, which are governments. So we have to pull the different data together. We have worked out the principle how we're going to do that. We have gotten our team together, the technical teams together. We've done a lot of visuals, a lot of ways which button is going to do. So we have workflow ready. That's pretty much where we are. And I'm sure there's a lot of more. I have a technical guy here with me, so you can quiz him afterwards on what exactly is what we've done so far. And the good thing about it is that a lot of work is going to be done in-house, because there's a unique set of people with a unique set of skills with us already. So for the first investment, we're not looking to fund ourselves, we're looking to fund the project.
We still have time for a couple of questions.
What is the engine you're going to build? Is it some neural network or machine learning, or how it's going to identify the targets?
You have enough time. Can we ask Dennis that for you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Dennis, please.
You can discuss this later. So it's okay.
Want to say
Cool. I'm wondering, is this a good thing or a bad thing? We're still got time for questions.
No, the thing actually is why we extending your Q&A's time is that the next presentation guy is literally landed just 40 minutes ago, and he is on his way right here. We'll be here in 3 minutes.
Good. Then I promise we'll talk about business, right?
Another time.
Can I continue? Or?
Yeah, go on, please.
Right, so what we've done is, because we've worked in the field for past 9, I've mostly personally worked in exactly this somewhere. I was one of the smaller guys somewhere in a chain. So I worked out that if we automate things, if we take away things which are down to my error, my colleague's error, we can do things much faster. And this is very simple. It's only 150 customers. To get people on the wait list, it took me around 3 hours in total. Within 3 hours, I got 6 people who are prepared to pay. There were certain discussions whether this amount is the right one, but since they are already prepared to pay, and it was in 3 figures, the sweet spot which they mentioned as the best pricing for that sort of product, we believe that $4.99 is totally fine. And with only 150 customers, we are already in profit. And this figure is decreasing because we increase our salaries over the time. And we want to drive BMWs at some point.
What is the major cost?
Major cost is development. It's development and then support team. And then we have to grow, we have to start prepare ourselves for scaling, and this model does not include scaling at all. So theoretically there will be a next investment round at some point in the future. I guess we were hoping after year 1.
Right on.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the last one, final one, will be Polylab.
Yes.
It's good you made it.
Yes.
Stage is yours.
Just landed. Anyway, so polyurethane is one of the most popular polymer products in the world. It's used in many industries, from construction to shipbuilding, car manufacture. Your fridge is insulated with polyurethane and you are sitting on it, so it's practically everywhere. But how is it actually made? It's made from a couple of liquid chemicals, and one of the most important chemicals that set is called polyol, and this is what we do. We are in the polyol business. Since the invention of polyurethanes in the 90s, very early, it has all made from crude oil. Nowadays it is possible to make them also from bio-based materials. But as we all know, bio-based products are always more expensive. The global polyol market is over 23 billion and it's growing. Biopolyol market is significantly smaller, but it grows faster. So this represents the shift in market trend. So it means that every year the bio-based market is growing faster and faster. It also represents a growing problem for the industry. Because the industry historically was based on crude oil, they have now problems to adapt to this growing demand of bio-based products, to these changes, CO2 emissions and crude oil dependence. And here we are to help them. We are creating bio-based polyol and we sell that at the same price levels as fossil-based, so they are able in turn to develop bio-based products for the end users at the same price levels. Our technology is based on natural oils. It is a one-step chemical process. We do not create any waste or any byproduct, so we are extremely resource efficient. So this product is a high renewable content, it is CO2 negative, it even has some technical advantages. But most importantly, it is at the same price levels as fossil-based. In many cases even lower, so that is one of the most important issues here. So the company itself was founded in 2014, so with a little investment, and it took us around 3 years to get from lab scale to industrial scale. So now we are already selling on industrial scale. This year planning to sell around 150,000 euros. We want to grow faster, so that's why we are looking for investors, and we'll come to that later. So we have assembled a small, very competent team consisting of professional scientists, professional salespeople, and we are working together with a government-owned Institute of Science. This partnership allows us to use all their 50 years experience in polymer science, all their 100 scientists and all their equipment when we need it. So we are here to look for 300,000 investment, so basically only 100, because 200,000 is already committed from a venture capital company, so we are looking for 100,000, and it will be spent for sales and marketing and also R&D. And we have also a lot of customers. These are only the largest names that are buying, that are discussing, testing, Daimler as well, Huntsman, so many interesting companies. So if they believe in us and they spend money in testing, so should you. So please ask me some questions.
How much do you produce at the moment?
We produce around 12 tons every second month. So last year we produced around, I think I should have a backup slide.
6 tons in average,
Yeah,
right?
we produced 41 tons last year. Now we are up to 44 tons. We were planning 82 tons this year.
And this production level is based on what? On demand or your
On
production
demand.
capacity?
On demand. The capacity is 3,000 tons per year, and we are now in negotiations in the final stage with an Estonian company where we will be able to produce over 10,000 tons per year. So that's going to be a toll manufacturer. So we do not have to build our own plant. We can outsource it, and it's still interesting financially for us.
And what is the main ingredient?
It's natural oils. So it's for one product is rapeseed oil, and for two products is tall oil. And we are constantly looking for other natural oils as well. We can make polyol for any kind of natural oil. Sunflower oil as well, so you name it.
Natural oils are more expensive than than naphtha's product.
Well, it's not. Well, because we do not compare the crude oil to natural oil, because to make a polyol from crude oil, there's hundreds of processes how to make it, and in the end it becomes quite expensive. So usually crude oil, actually I should have one more slide regarding the price. Sorry, it's not blurry, but this is the crude oil based polyol price in Germany. So it's over 2.3 around 2.3 euros per kilo, and ours are below, so ours are around 1.5, 1.6. So even with that, it's mostly because we have a one-step process which doesn't create any waste and any byproduct. So this is the most important stuff, because in chemistry each process costs you money, and each process creates waste or byproducts which you have to either utilize or you have to make new products from that. We don't have that, so that's why we can have the same price range, lower actually.
What is unique? Do you have any patents or
Yeah, this has been patented by our scientific partner. We have a license agreement.
Will be or
sorry?
Will be or it is already?
It was, and we are looking to apply for new patents. We have made the technology much better than it was. So this is among our plans to actually, that's why we need the investment to apply for new patents.
Those big name partners that you mentioned, are they still just testing to compare how your product compares to this traditional one, or are they already buying and using it in their standard?
Yes,
version?
and yes, some of them are testing and some of them are buying already. For example, Huntsman and Huntsman IFS, they are already purchasing customers, so they buy our products. All other ones are testing, and they are buying these for the samples, the large amount samples, let's say 1 ton, they buy. For smaller samples, we do not charge, so we just send the samples to them. Then we discuss what is the outcome. The testing takes quite a long time because they have to develop a new product, and then after they have then done the tests, then their customers will do the tests. So that's why it's quite a long time.
And in general, the result is the same or better, or is there difference?
It all depends on the formulation. So in some cases, for example, for spray foam, it should be able to get better results because our products have technical advantages over other polyols. They are autocatalytic, so it means the company that is making spray foam can reduce some other catalysts, other chemicals, so reducing also their expenses.
Estonian partner not still the technology and product idea.
Well, we are still discussing quite hard the contract agreements and the non-disclosure things. So that's why we did not yet sign it. They wanted to sign it already a couple of months ago, but now I'm going to Tallinn in a couple of weeks to discuss very closely because we really want to protect our technology. So we want to block them so that they cannot make any type of polyols that are competing with our polyols, and they can try to refute this. But I used to be a lawyer, so I know how to handle myself in these situations.
One more question.
Do you have already, I mean, you have a list of ambitious customers, but are they already real customers or they are just test customers?
Yeah, it was already the question here. There in this list, there are some companies that are already real customers that are purchasing, and the other ones are spending money in testing, and they're spending quite a lot in tests. So just as an example, a company from Netherlands, for 1 year they did tests with our products, then they succeeded with having a new product, and then they started to do tests with their customers. So the line is long, and they have invested around 80,000 euros for this product. So they are all trusting this product already. And if there are no more questions, I just wanted to have a very nice end of that, because I just came back from Cologne. There was a chemistry startup event, and I was given the award of chemistry startup of the year. So even in Germany, large companies like Henkel recognized us, and we got an invitation from Henkel to their headquarters to have a discussion, technical discussion already about how our product can be implemented in their adhesive technologies. So.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. So I want to thank you all the projects for pitching today, and thanks to Zane and SEB Bank Innovation Center. I won't be holding you any longer to grab a cup of coffee and have a discussion with the key entrepreneurs. The October session is closed.
Domāju, ka